Hey everyone, Toon Army here, bringing another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. We are on Global, talking about the 300. What's up, guys? Let me know in the comments if you know who that was just now. We are just a couple of days away before the end of the 350 million download celebration. So at this point, you guys should be done with all of your events, all of your stones should be farmed out, all of your resources, everything should basically be done. And you're just drifting off into the sunset, waiting for the next banner, or maybe waiting for the next couple of banners, depending on what you want. I did a video a couple days ago talking about those Dokkan Festival units that are going to be coming up in the global timeline, but today, I mean, it's pretty much obvious what's going to be coming up next. It's going to be the Kid Gohan, so today's video is going to be focused primarily around that, and what we can do right now to take advantage of this current celebration and apply it to the things relevant and pertaining to the next celebration. So like I said, Kid Gohan is most likely going to be the next unit coming up. So this Heavenly Events leader does come with some baggage. I know people are not too thrilled about this for the most part. I know there's a lot of people who do want to summon, but there's quite a big contingent of people who are not particularly hyped about this unit, which is fine. You know, people are entitled to their opinions. This is not probably the most box office unit there is, and it's not the most meta-shattering unit, but it's still good, it's still useful. I'll be summoning for it. I know a lot of you guys will be summoning for it too. So what we can do right now is actually take advantage of the fact that basically like everything is open during the 350 million download celebration, and we can prep for this unit right now. This unit is a Gohan Kid at the TUR and the SSR level. So what you want to do, if you're new to this type of thing, I'm going to show you how to be a little bit more resourceful in the Dokkan Wiki. By the way, the Dokkan Wiki link is in the description. Big shout out to these guys. They take a lot of care and pride in updating this stuff, and it's one of the most valuable assets a Dokkan player has. I remember when Dokkan Wiki's down, it messes with the community. People don't understand how useful it is because it's always there. When it's not there, there's a problem. So anyway, this Gohan Kid, if you go to disambiguation, this button right here, you will get a full breakdown of all the Gohans in the game in its various iterations. And you can see which ones are named Gohan Kid. The reason why Gohan Kid is important is if you want to boost the super attack of one Gohan Kid for free, you would need to infuse another Gohan Kid into said Gohan Kid. The only thing is, though, you would have to do it at the same level of rarity for a 50% success rate. If you want to boost that to 100, you would then have to take one of these guys and Z-awaken them to the ultra rare level, the UR level, to then be able to infuse into the primary Gohan. So here we've got a few options. Not all of them are readily available. This one is from the World Tournament. You might not have this. This one's summonable. You might have this one. A support unit that doesn't ever come around, so you probably don't have that. But you have this free-to-play Gohan Kid as well as this SSR STR Gohan Kid. Both are available right now to pick up. So we'll start with the Int one. The Int Gohan Kid right here can be used to infuse into the AGL one, which can be obtained from the Lord Slug story event. This event is available daily right now until the end of the 350 million download celebration. The increased drop rate is Namekians, so you can boost the odds of picking up this Gohan by doing this event. This one's kind of on the annoying side just because I think you have to fight all of these guys if I remember correctly, so this might take a little bit longer, which is a little bit annoying. But you get it at the trade-off of having a category to boost the drop rate. Whereas the other Gohan, wait, this is the wrong one. Whereas the STR Gohan can be picked up from the Fierce Battle and Planet Namek story event. But this one, you don't have an increased drop rate. But this one, in my experience, has been a little bit more consistent, even though we don't have a category boost. This one's actually been pretty easy for me. So I personally would probably try this one out. Actually, you know what? No, I don't need to do that. I have Namekians. I have a ton of Namekians. I'm going to go do this one. So yeah, I'm going to go do this one, farm this guy out. 9 copies. You can either farm out 9 copies of this Gohan, or you can farm out like 20 copies. So that way, if you infuse each one at the SSR level, you have a 50% chance. Math averages out to about 18 to 20 copies to get the unit to SA10. I'm going to go for the 9 copy strategy just because it's cleaner, it's more convenient, and I have a ton of resources because I play this game a ton. So yeah, whichever one you decide, feel free to do so and take advantage right now while this celebration is still on, giving all of these events daily availability. Now, we're talking about the Gohan here, so that means we've taken care of the super attack. So let's say his super attack is now taken care of. The next thing we probably want to talk about is for some of you new players, I've been actually messaged this quite a bit. How do you get this Elder Kai? How do you get the Dr. Gero medal? How do you get the Supreme Kai medal? Things that, you know, kind of growing pains with some of the newer Dokkan players and their experiences in trying to keep up with the game while also trying to Dokkan responsibly. It's very challenging to do that because you have to use a lot of resources, and sometimes that may be hard to come by. So one of the times that you want to be taking advantage of is during these bigger celebrations when a ton of resources are available to farm out. Right now, since we've got about 5 days left as of me recording this video, you should be doing either link level grinding or resource farming to get all of the stuff that you need to then last you for a couple of campaigns, so you don't have to worry about it for a little while, especially if you're really serious about the game. So what I want to point out in today's video is 2 out of all of these story events that are worth noting. I could go over each one in particular, but that kind of defeats the purpose of singling one out. If you single all of them out, what the heck is the point? So we're going to talk about 2 of them in particular. I have done other videos on these events in the past, so take a look at those. But the ones that I want to point out are going to be this one right here, Fight Against Despair, and Epic Battle, the Mighty Ones of the Otherworld. This one people may not be suspecting too much. So we'll start with that. This event actually is the event that can give you the most powerful training item in the entire game, and that is including JP. On Global, this training item is much more powerful than on JP. If we scroll down to stage 3 of Pycon's True Power, on the Z Hard stage difficulty, you can actually pick up copies of the weighted headgear. These weighted headgears are worth more on Global than they are on JP. 1 million character XP for Global on different types, 1.5 with same type bonus, whereas on JP it's literally half. So, I mean, I don't know why they did it this way, but hey, Global win. So, farm these guys out as much as you possibly can, again, with your spare stamina, because this will help you out a ton in the future, both for regular units as well as LRs. It will save you a lot of time when training up those LRs to the various levels that you want to be running them at. So if we look at the grand scheme of things in terms of training items, the only one that compares is the Candy Cane. Candy Cane also is a 1 million, 1.5 million unit, or item, but you don't get these normally. You get these from various special events, campaign logins, things like that. That's why the icon right here is blank. You don't get them normally. So the only way to get consistent amounts coming in would be to farm out this event normally yourself. So I would say you should probably farm out the Int Gohan from here, make your runs go faster, and then spend a considerable amount of time farming this out so that you can just have a ton of these for whenever you pull a new unit that you want to level up instantly. You can use these weighted headgears. Now, to supplement these guys, you're definitely going to want to invest in some training locations. Training locations are pretty hard to come by if you are someone who tends to do a lot of training. You're going to want to constantly be replenishing your supply, and if you don't know where to go, it's going to be a little annoying. So here is my freebie to you. Fight Against Despair. You jump into this event, you could farm out a ton of the Gravity Chamber, and I highly recommend you do it, because the Gravity Chamber 150G is probably the best training location in the entire game when factoring in these things that I'm about to mention. Number 1, accessibility. This is available on quite a few story events, so you can actually pick up a decent amount from these, quite a bit. Number 2, cost effectiveness. This one doesn't cost as much as, I think, the Supreme Kai Planet, which is a little bit more expensive, but it is a consistent super success, which means twice the XP. I use this one more than any other training location in the game, and I don't even skip a beat. It's common for me to now use this. I don't even use the 50G one anymore. I don't think I use any of these. Maybe the Korin's Tower once in a while out of pity, but not really. So definitely you want to be farming this one out because it's the fastest, most effective, and cost effective, yeah, as I mentioned. You can get them from Fight Against Despair. Go into this with Future Saga. Quite a hefty category, a lot of LRs in there. Jump into stage 2, do the Z Hard difficulty, farm out as much as you want, voila. There you go. All that's left is Zenny. Zenny comes with doing all the events, doing extra EZA stages, and checking out my Zenny grinding video that I will be dropping in the future. So just play the game. The more you play, the more Zenny you have. It's about this type of stuff. Now, I've talked about the Gohan. I've talked about the training locations, the training items. One more thing I want to talk about real quick is going to be the LR that's going to be coming up with the Gohan for Part 2. This one released on the 17th of June for JP. For JP, they got 31st of May for the Gohan. So they're going to be happening one after the other. Gohan or Goku Piccolo. Here, you're going to need to have 2 different Dokkan event medals that are again available right now thanks to the fact that we are in the $350 million celebration. These events are available daily. So if you want to go farm these out right now, you totally can, because you have a couple of days. Might as well. Earth Shaking Showdown and Super Namekian. These two medals can be obtained from their respective Dokkan events. The Piccolo Dokkan event will give you the Piccolo medal, and the Transforming Goku Story event will give you the Earth Shaking Showdown Goku medal. Go through these events at 25 stamina 8 times each. That will give you a grand total of 56 medals. You need 35 to get the SSR to the TUR, and then you need 21 to get the TUR to the LR. But you also need the new medals that will come up with this campaign whenever that drops. So don't worry about that. So there you have it, folks. LR taken care of, TUR taken care of, training locations and training items taken care of. These are working. These will work for you outside of the upcoming campaign. These will work for you for campaigns to come. But hopefully you guys got just a little hint of what it's like to Dokkan responsibly. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below and let me know in the comments, which one are you going to be doing first? Farming out the training items, training locations, farming out the Gohan Kid SA copies or dupes or whatever you want to call it, or are you just going to do none of it? There's nothing wrong with it. You'll just have to do the work later on. But which one are you going to be doing first? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more Dokkan content in the future and click the notification bell so that you let YouTube know you want to see more of my stuff. Do it. Thanks again. Stay tuned and always remember to Dokkan responsibly.